Number 4. As one of the Beatles, John Lennon made history. As a solo artist, he earned a special place in the world of music. On December 8, 1980, the unthinkable happened. As Lennon walked into his Manhattan apartment building, shots were fired. Lennon was rushed to the hospital.
There was a significant injury of the major vessels inside the chest, which caused a massive amount of blood loss, which probably resulted in his death.
I was with some friends who were watching a football game, Monday Night Football, in 1980. And they interrupted with that news, and they went back to watching football, and everything just went... Everything went into slow motion for me.
I remember I was in my apartment, I stopped and I cried. And I couldn't believe it.
A cop came up to me and he said John Lennon was just shot. He told me the story of how John Lennon had contributed money for the bulletproof vests for the NYPD and how he might have actually saved his life.
40-year-old John Lennon had been out of the spotlight for 5 years. Lennon and his wife, Yoko Ono, were planning a world tour to promote their new album, Double Fantasy.
Everybody was talking about it, feeling horrible, and then the radio stations were playing the Double Fantasy album and Imagine kind of nonstop around the clock.
As word of Lennon's killing spread, thousands flocked to the streets surrounding his apartment. It was ironic that Lennon spent much of his life advocating peace.
He was everything people think he is, and then some. He was a free-loving guy. He thought the world was great, and he just walked right into that tragedy. It was horrible.
Mark David Chapman was arrested at the scene and sentenced to life in prison.
Here's a guy that was actually a fan. It's someone who actually loved him so much that they just felt they wanted to take their life in it, and it took a lot of great music from us. I'd like to sure whip that guy's ass.
Chapman is doing time at Attica State Prison. He comes up for parole every 2 years and has repeatedly been denied. The death of John Lennon is our shocking moment, number 4.